Okay, so a little bit as backstory into what's going on with this video. I was working on a fun little May 4th video for all of you to enjoy here on the Media Pub, but then I caught something that really got the gears going on some fun content. So I recently discovered that the YouTube critic The Critical Drinker has made his own movie? Proof of concept? One of those two, I suppose. I'm going to take a relatively safe bet that a lot of people watching this probably already know who he is and what his channel's about, but if you don't, I'm sure it's not going to take too long to figure all that out. Now on paper, it's commendable to put your money where your mouth is and decide to show how you think Hollywood should start doing things. I think that screenshot more than explains how things went in practice. But I guess we can go into further detail by checking out the movie itself. I mean, I already survived 2 hours of Galvatron's Revenge, and this is only 40 minutes. I highly doubt it could be that torturous. The video starts with an opening text explaining the Shepherds, a highly secret CIA Special Operations unit that was founded in 2001. Alright, this opening text kind of lingers a little bit, but it's not exactly a horrible way to introduce the world. We then go from generic action movie opening credits into a Quentin Tarantino shot. Okay, what's actually happening is that this is a brief look at an interrogation scene that goes into the movie's title card. Then we get this rotating shot of the woman that was being interrogated from inside of her cell to this parking garage. Don't worry, so far I'm just as lost as the rest of you. Alright, anyway, let's just get on and meet our next character, which is going to be Mark Hamill if his career went the way of Steven Seagal. So Russian dude is on the phone and he's about to meet someone here, and our blonde character is setting up a firing position. Alright, I'm just going to hold the play-by-play that these videos usually do, and I'm just going to let you guys know right now, this upcoming fight scene was frustrating. So I'm just going to explain everything that's happening right now. Dude in the glasses is meeting with Shepherd operatives. Blonde chick is entirely on her own. She has a gun pointed at the Shepherd operative, but technically isn't our bad guy. More Shepherds come to extract glasses guy.
It's now or never, Ivan.
Oh, I'm sorry, I guess his name's Ivan. Blondie still points guns at Shepherd. Shepherd gets shot, but not by Blondie. Bad guy stops Shepherds from extracting Ivan. Can't forget about Blondie. Enter the Wish.com Arnold Schwarzenegger. Blondie has shot on bad guy, but I'm pretty sure she thinks her gun is a fucking camera.
Hey guys, check out my new camera. Oh wait, this isn't the camera.
Generic action movie shootout ensues and everybody has to get the hell out of here before the parking attendant realizes nobody has a permit to film here. I would like to take a moment to remind everybody watching this that not only did Drinker have 15 times the budget he originally asked on Kickstarter, but he apparently also had veterans of the movie industry helping with this. Yet my first time viewing this, I genuinely had to rewatch the scene multiple times and see much more into the movie to figure out who the fuck everybody was. Seriously, this is like G.I. Joe, only I can't tell who are the Joes and who's Cobra. Let's just move on and see what the bad guys are going to do to the Shepherds.
You're wasting your time.
That's what even his own fan base said when they first saw this.
You might as well put a bullet in me now. Save us both the aggravation.
Oh, dude, take it easy. I know this is crap, but this isn't the worst thing ever. Ever heard of roller gator?
Now, last year, one of your CIA Shepherd teams infiltrated a maximum security prison on Russian territory.
All I want to know is the name of the man who led this mission.
Funny he should ask that. I'm pretty sure this movie had a subtitle to it. It's whose story again?
Give me the name and all this will be over. Otherwise, things will get very... well, I'm sure you know how it goes.
Yeah, don't try to bullshit me. I still got over half an hour of this proof of concept to sift through.
Okay.
Seriously though, what the hell was that subtitle again?
I'm going to find out soon enough.
Ryan Drake.
Oh, a Ryan Drake story. That's kind of a weird name for a woman.
Thank you.
Hey, wait, come on, man, it was a joke! God! Okay, jokes aside, we will be cutting to Ryan Drake and his team right here in this weird pipeline.
Fuck is all this about anyway?
Hey, I already had to do the lion's share explaining that damn fight scene in the parking garage. Give me a break, lady. These are two members of Ryan Drake's team. Douchey German accent guy. And then we got early 2000s sitcom Tomboy Daughter.
Looks like you've got it covered.
Why, thank you. Anyway, the titular character finally arrives at this little meeting point, and we get to see the chemistry between our heroes.
You know how much I love getting phone calls from you at 6 a.m.?
You know how much I love making.
I was in the middle of something.
Don't worry. Whoever your latest victim is, I'm sure will be tied up in your dungeon.
Golly gee willikers, aren't you all just thrilled to go on this fun adventure with this dynamic trio? Me neither. Seriously, all three of them are gonna act like catty high schoolers that got pissed that they couldn't partner with their best friend on a school project.
Why'd you bring this fucking asshole in?
Didn't. Was Dan's call. But he speaks Russian like a native.
Oh, get ready for that scene. And I'm just gonna warn you right now, however bad you think that is gonna go, it's going to be so much worse. So Ryan actually got a video of the two Shepherd agents we saw getting taken out, and we then learned that apparently one of the guys was a close friend, and they decided to show this by just playing back some weird ass soap opera-esque flashback to make us sad. Yeah, it's just, God, it is hard on the eyes. They didn't have a mission brief about trying to locate and extract Ivan again, and something about Russian separatists or terrorists or... I don't know, and I really could not be damned to care whatsoever.
Look around you, Frost. Does this look like headquarters to you?
Sorry, Dietrich, that would have required a studio.
This looks and sounds like a bullshit rush job. By the time we get over there, we're gonna lose nighttime cover.
Just shut the fuck up!
Besides, Dan could have chosen half a dozen other teams for this mission. Why us? Unless, of course, he didn't choose us. Is that it?
You can call this padding out the video, but I just feel like I needed one more good, solid example of how it feels like all these characters hate each other. Generic-ass music aside, you'd almost think I just switched to a completely different movie. That was genuinely a good drone shot, so yeah. Oh, damn, another excellent shot? I think I'm gonna jump the shark on being harsh on this movie. Maybe it's about to make a comeback.
You tell Vitaly that Konstantin is here.
But he speaks Russian like a native.
I had to say something! Even the extra is confused what the hell that was! It sounds like an Australian doing a bad Italian accent. Thank God they're not infiltrating anywhere in Asia. I could have done far better with Google Translate and some flashcards. In fact... Scusi, Vitelio, что Konstantin здесь? That took God knows how many takes, and I probably still screwed it up. But I'm confident in saying that was more effort than that guy put in the accent. Alright, just two guys 10 to 20 yards away. Should be more than easy enough to hit them with a pistol. What the hell are you doing? You had a clear shot! And you couldn't have done that from further back because... Yeah, exactly what Frost just did. Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, think you got that guy back there?
What does that mean?
Keep your mind on the mission. It's my ass in there too.
I know what you all want me to say, but the irony just isn't thick enough. I gotta give it a little more time. Let's just skip a little forward to where our titular hero finally finds where the bad guys are holding Ivan. Now, okay, hold the phone. Gun rant incoming. Even if I were to grant that most of these guys are wearing soft armor like Kevlar, there is no goddamn way a 9mm should be blowing through their plate carriers like that. I went back and checked this particular shot and bam, right there he shoots right where a plate should be. Alright, Hamill, it's time to answer for your crimes. We'll start with the holiday special and end with the Child's Play reboot.
No. No.
Alright, fine. Release him, I guess.
Bravo. Got the package.
Copy. What the fuck?
My thoughts exactly. Anyone else think those sound effects are familiar? At the risk of copyright, here's the answer. Do with this as you will, I just don't know if this counts as any form of criticism.
Alpha, there may be a rogue element in play here.
Title drop. Alright, I guess to get back to the plot, our main Russian bad guy dude here realizes that Drake and his team are inside of his facility.
He works for Russian intelligence. He's been funneling money and weapons to separatist cells all across Baltic states.
Hey, I'm the one explaining the plot here, Buster! Like how this plot-convenient laptop right here shows us a perfect image of the woman that was in the beginning of this whole film, and it leads us into yet another grainy, weird flashback that's meant to exposit how Drake knows this person. I know this whole thing's only 40 minutes, but can we please just speed this along? Fun fact, the first guy she domed right there was actually Critical Drinker himself. Alfred Hitchcock, you sure as shit aren't. Alright, let's just get to the obligatory shootout now.
Fuck me!
Also, Drinker's reaction to the comments under this video.
Oh, to hell with this!
Oh, damn, I guess she's down for the count for the rest of this film.
You know, I've met a lot of arseholes in my life. I don't remember you.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think anybody can be fucked to remember this guy's name. Right back up and barely even a scratch. I'd say they couldn't afford the makeup to make her look a little more beat up, but again, 15 times the Kickstarter goal. Oh, my mistake. I guess they just couldn't afford good makeup artists. Damn. Looks like Drake is getting put through the ringer himself. How the hell is he gonna get out of this?
Hostiles in the building. Leave backup teams. Meet me at the north gate. Do not let them escape.
And just like that, the irony is officially thicker than the bad guy's body armor. Like I said at the start of the video, I am very confident in saying that most people that are going to be catching this are already familiar with the Critical Drinker and basically his entire MO for his reviews. So I'm just going to cut to this very important question. How in the living fuck could he possibly believe his own audience wasn't going to put this project through the exact same ringer he uses on all of his videos? Now, it is about as obvious as the day is long that this entire project has a litany of other problems that just make it unbearable. But the sheer blinking neon sign of irony that this is supposed to be a Ryan Drake story, and this blonde woman, who we later know is named Anya, not only took up like the first 25% of this movie's runtime, but also just showed up out of the blue to bail Drake's ass out of the fire, it's clear why even his own fans did not try to defend this. Now, I imagine some of you are already asking in the previous parts of this video why I mainly edited in Frost fighting that other generic, like, lieutenant goon. Well, it's to lead up to one part of the film where Jordan tried to cover his own ass about having a girl boss, which he is oh so constantly critical of Hollywood for doing. And here's how he does it.
You know something? I'm not even trying.
Well, like I said, an attempt was made, and if you were expecting a good attempt, I'm going to assume you have been skipping over this entire video until now.
Frost, lift up his head a little, would you?
Look who wants to prove they can do more than just speak Russian like a native.
Lights out, shitbird!
That's my action scene. Can I go home now? Alright, I'm just gonna blitz past the rest of these generic shoot-'em-up scenes and just get to right when they capture our main bad guy. I'm sure there's plenty of other riff material, but I'm trying to keep this video within the 20-minute range.
You're all a bunch of goddamn amateurs.
The delivery sounds to me like he was saying that to Jordan and the entire crew, and they just decided to use it because at least it was some kind of good line delivery.
Ryan, listen to me. I can tell you where all this is leading. But if you pull the trigger,
Nice try, but the only place this is leading to is just a complete bomb.
you and I are gonna have a long chat. And then we'll see if you live.
Step aside, Ryan.
Anya, you already given me plenty of examples of Drinker being a hypocrite. Ah, what the hell, what's one more? Alright, the spark notes of what's going on here is that main Russian bad guy here is offering to give information if Drake lets him live, but Anya ain't having any of that shit because he was one of the Russian guys that held Anya captive and tortured her, and she's looking for some revenge, and just blah, 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 yada, 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 top secret revenge story. I don't give a shit.
Amir.
Oh, thank fuck. What the hell happened down there?
Bad guy dead. Movie over. So, are you gonna bring her in for interfering with the operation? Is she gonna be reprimanded for killing a prisoner? Are you gonna lay into her for not saving your friend? Nope, just gonna let her fuck off into the ether on a motorcycle and potentially screw up more of your investigation. So that was Rogue Elements and Anya, I mean Ryan Drake's story. Now, do I hold to my original opinion that this is nowhere near as bad as Galvatron's Revenge? Well, yes and no. It's not nearly as bad, but the more I look into it, the closer those two are. And I figured I could use the last little bits of this video to explain exactly why. First things first is the runtime. Only 40 minutes as compared to 2 hours. Now granted, it still felt like they had to drag a couple of things along to get to that 40-minute mark. But it was nowhere near as bad as Galvatron's Revenge, where it feels like the majority was just stretching out to get to its runtime. So, there is that. Next up is how each creator responded. Carlos has famously gone way off the deep end when people started dunking on Galvatron's Revenge. He shut off comments, he made multiple videos basically trying to denounce anyone who had criticism, and went into full copyright abuse. Yeah. That's pretty fucking bad. And it was the main reason I made my first 2 riff videos on Galvatron's Revenge, despite already giving my full earful on my thoughts. Drinker, on the other hand, has comparatively taken all of the backlash pretty much in stride. The movie is still up, the comments are still up, and trust me, those comments absolutely torched this thing. And he's more or less just kind of wiped his hands clean and admitted that this whole thing was a failure. Although he still basically tried to blame everybody else on the crew except himself for how this turned out. So while he did handle this better than Carlos, I'd still argue he didn't handle it all that well. Now, despite those saving graces, it does not change this one very crucial fact. Critical Drinker set out to make a movie to show up Hollywood, and throughout this entire thing, he ended up making something that he would have milked the living shit out of if it came out of Hollywood. I mean, I already covered how Anya is in this entire thing, and I honest to God believe he realized this too, so he tried desperately to balance that out with that entire fight sequence between Frost and that generic lieutenant dude, just to try and cover his ass. But even excluding that elephant in the room, between the soap opera-ass cinematography, utterly bland film locations, catty bitch characters, generic-ass plot, more action movie tropes than a Mission Impossible marathon, and a soundtrack so fucking bland it should come with a great value sticker, the only way I would ever really recommend anybody check this out is if you're watching it with friends so you can just make fun of it. If not, stay the hell away. But I guess the silver lining behind all of this is, much like Galvatron's Revenge, there is only one of these, so I don't have to experience this
Fuck!